Hey, it's Kim Commando Today, your daily podcast to keep you up to date with all things digital and beyond. And I'd love to have you be a part of our podcast. You can make an appointment to speak with me. Just head over to commando.com, and on the top right, there's a button that says Email Kim. Fill that out, and that's it. So, the Redbox DVD service, it's DOA.
Yeah.
And so a whole bunch of hardware nerds across the country are figuring out, saying, like, you know what, we need to go pick up these red boxes from outside the Walgreens or CVS's.
Yeah, didn't you say a couple weeks ago they ran out of money and they're just leaving them there?
Just leaving them there. See ya. Bye.
Can't afford a truck.
And so the hardware nerds are like knocking on the doors of these stores saying, we will take it away. Apparently this thing is like 900 pounds.
Okay.
And so that people couldn't steal it, it's like bolted in, and then it needed electricity to go outside. So, this is like a big production.
And the Walgreens are just saying, go ahead and take it. We don't care.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter to them.
All right.
Okay. What are they doing? And so what they're finding out is that the hardware nerds, so they're trying to figure out like how to get all the DVDs out of it.
I'm sure there's some value there.
And they're all locked down. But what's interesting is they can get all the DVDs out of the Redbox except for one.
Why?
I'm not sure. And that one movie is Twister.
That is so weird.
Isn't it? It's from 1996, the movie Twister.
Right.
And so it must be like some I don't know. It's like some catch or something that like something's programmed in it.
You can't just use a sledgehammer?
I'm sure you could.
Okay, but they're actually trying to preserve the boxes and yet still get the DVDs out.
Yeah, and I'm like sitting there like, what the hell?
Hail? That was the joke?
Yeah.
What the hell?
See? You laughed.
Out of disgust.
Oh, I know. See, sometimes I'm just so funny.
You don't even need me here.
I could just crack my own jokes and just keep laughing. Although I will tell you, and I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer.
No.
But I got a note from somebody today that said that the show's better without you.
Who said that?
I don't know. I can find the guy's name if you want.
I don't believe this for a second.
Okay, I will find it.
All right.
I'll find out one of these breaks.
Well, you've never even done a show without me, have you?
Yeah, I think you know what. I think he's confusing the show with today.
Well, you can like the Kim Commando show better than this one. That's fine.
But you like both.
What the hell, listener?
What is that? Well, I didn't really introduce you.
You didn't.
No, and this is Kim Commando Today.
It is.
Not the Kim Commando show.
No, that's the better one that guy likes.
Exactly. And it's because you're here
Boo.
on this show. It's awesome, Andrew Babinski. Yay. Yay. So what do you have for us today?
Airlines are cracking down.
What are they doing now?
People are trying to get in onto the plane earlier. Actually, I don't know why. They're trying to get on the plane earlier, and they're cutting the lines. They're using technology, which I can't believe this is a story or a headline and something that waited till 2024 to happen. But they have amazing new technology at the airports.
Do they?
Yes.
Oh, I'm super excited about that. That's going to really bring them in here on the podcast.
You know what? Maybe I'll just leave. We don't need that story and you don't need me.
It was better than the other ones that you wanted.
I liked the ones I sent. How about that guy? $3,000.
How can we talking about that?
Oh, okay. So instead of letting me do it, you stole it for yourself?
I already had it on my list.
I don't know about this.
Yep, I already had it on my list. Well, I didn't have it on my list till you put on your list. No, I'm kidding. I'm teasing. Hey, this is where you have to tell everybody to like, comment, share, follow, give us money.
We are so close. If you are watching us on YouTube right now, we are so close to 100,000 followers. And for the 97,500 people who have already subscribed,
thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Don't unsubscribe. But
yeah, God forbid, whatever you do,
we can't go backwards. Just to hit the subscribe button. If you like the show, then it'll tell you when we go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It'll tell you when we drop new videos, new shorts, and everything like that. It makes it easy. I subscribe to a bunch of channels, and it's great when I hit the search bar and it shows me all the ones I subscribe to. It's got this little blue light next to it when they have a new piece of content for me to watch. So subscribe. We appreciate it. Also, drop a like, drop a comment. Tells the algorithm that we're important, even though some listeners don't think we are. And
they think I am. Don't be putting me in that.
You're right. I apologize. Maybe can you hit half of a like button, like a sideways thumbs up?
Yeah,
like half of the show.
Yeah, just this part.
Trick the algorithm into thinking we're great, so we can keep doing this.
And I have a couple of calls.
Oh, good.
from our voicemail, podcasts@commando.com.
Correct.
Podcasts@commando. And by the way, don't send us your whole life via email. We just want the voice memos. That's all.
We will accept it. We'll read it, but we're not going to use it because it's not what we're looking for.
No, it's podcasts@commando.com.
And we played our first one last week, and it was great.
I got 2 today.
Nice.
2. All right, let's talk about some things that are happening. This is a big shocker. It's election season. Have you noticed?
When?
Oh.
I haven't seen any ads running on television or any signs posted on street corners. They got to get control of that. I counted 1 corner, 4 corners, right, at a stoplight, 49 signs.
No way.
On 1 intersection. 49 signs. And one of them was just spray painted with the candidate's name and the number 24. Like, they're not even trying anymore.
This is an opportunity I've been missing.
You can't.
Why can't I could put a sign that said like getkim.com.
You can't. You
Why?
can't do it because you cannot advertise there. It is space that is reserved for candidates. This is what you have to do is you have to run for Congress. And then you do it in really small letters, Kim Commando for Congress. And then the big thing would be and then you'd be legally allowed to do it.
You know what? I should go to Congress.
Oh no, what did I just start?
I think this would be amazing. You know?
You don't want to take that pay cut.
Yeah, you're right. Forget that. That ain't happening. Chinese hackers.
What happened?
It's all out this past week. Remember when Verizon and T-Mobile and Lucent Technologies and all these other companies went down?
It was just a little bit of blip in the system,
Little
old
glitch,
software.
AT&T, everybody.
Exactly.
Turns out it was Chinese hackers.
Isn't that exactly what you said it was going to be when it happened?
Yes. It came out today that it was the Chinese hackers.
100 million people, right? Or 100 million bits of information is the story
like
I was reading?
Yeah, 100 million you're thinking of, that's United Healthcare.
Oh, that's right.
United Healthcare.
That's totally different. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah, United Healthcare came out over the weekend. It's always over the weekend, by the way. And it came out and said, oh, you remember that hack that we had in May? We didn't really want to tell you how many people. It's 100 million people.
That's a third of the country.
Yes.
That's 1 in every 3 people. Right now, we have 4 people here. One of us is guaranteed to have our information out there, part of that hack.
It's probably you.
Oh, probably. I don't take care of my stuff.
A Utah man was denied a $3,000 payout.
Really? I hadn't heard this story. I'm so intrigued by just that headline.
Okay, so here's the deal. The guy goes, you know the story.
Mm-hmm.
The guy goes in and wants like his home warranty, and it's like $3,000 on repairs.
Can I please tell this?
All right, go ahead.
So his air conditioner went down. He called his home warranty. They send out someone to repair it. They did some work on it. Say, we got it up and running, but it's just a small fix. This is going to go out in a couple of weeks. You got to get it replaced. So he gets online and is talking to tech support for his home warranty company. And basically they're saying, well, all we can do for you is a max of $3,000. And he said, well, what if I go and replace the unit myself? And then you just reimburse me $3,000. And the customer service rep was like, absolutely, do it. That sounds like a plan. So he does it, buys a new air conditioner, contacts the home warranty, proof of purchase, saying, where's my money? And they're like, what are you talking about? We never guaranteed you $3,000. And it was an AI chatbot that said they would reimburse. And now the company says they're not responsible for what their own chatbot says.
But the guy took him to the Utah's Division of Consumer Protection.
Correct.
And they said, just because it's your chatbot, it's still your chatbot.
Right.
And so you're responsible for the $3,000.
But this is not the first time we've seen this. There's been so many companies that think they can just lean on the fact that it's the chatbot saying it and not them. You put the chatbot in place, dum-dums.
Yeah, exactly. Dum-dums. I could see you in the courtroom. And so, Councilman Babinski, what do you have to say?
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this company is a bunch of dum-dums.
Yes. I mean, what do you do if you get like a nasty chatbot?
I haven't come across one yet.
But what if you do? I mean, what do you say, like, take me to your leader? I mean,
I don't know. It's going to happen.
It is.
You know someone's going to sue a company because the chatbot's just going to have enough of it and swear them out.
You know what? Forget you. You're a horrible customer.
Right.
We don't want your money anyway.
Go jump.
That's it. Speaking of being the boss, when you own the company, you can do just about anything because you're making the rules.
Sure.
So on Facebook, you can post like deepfake scams. Hackers can take over accounts. Did I say scams?
You did.
Okay.
There's a couple of those on Facebook right now.
And all kinds of misinformation, fake news. But if you post about Mark Zuckerberg's $66.5 million Gulfstream 650 ER jet with the tail number N68885, you post about that.
Right.
Your Facebook account gets suspended.
I can't believe they did that. Was this the story that the headline was, you can say anything you want on the internet as long as it doesn't hurt the feelings of a billionaire?
Exactly. But I put all that information in the newsletter that it's a Gulfstream G650ER.
What are you doing?
With an N6885.
You're not going to be able to be shared on Facebook. This is newsletter suicide you're doing here.
Okay, don't post that.
Yeah, don't share that one. All the other ones, share them. Not that one.
Okay, so here's some words that you shouldn't Google. A couple found this out. They Googled the words pressure cooker and backpack.
Oh, no. The Boston Marathon bombing.
Okay, so they weren't looking for a bomb, but they were on the husband's laptop.
Okay.
And then the IT department got flagged that this guy's searching for backpacks and pressure cookers.
Was this a work laptop he was on?
Yes.
Okay. Was it two separate searches?
Yes.
Okay.
And the 2 days between the searches.
Wow. That's got to be AI that's putting all these pieces together.
And so, so this was like, so a search. So then all of a sudden it gets flagged, and then Google's like going, oh, what's going on? Because he's searching for like pressure cookers and backpacks, And I mean, I started thinking about it. Like I should probably like wipe out my search history.
Why? What's in there?
I mean, like trapeze and dog biscuits. I mean,
why are you searching trapeze?
Pilates trapeze.
Okay. Do you think that's going to be flagged by the government? Dog biscuits and trapeze?
I don't know, but somebody up in Google's going like, what the hell is she looking at? What is she doing?
Yeah, we're all weird. If you just look at your search history, we're all weird.
Okay, give me 2 things that you searched for over the last couple of days.
You want me to pull out my phone?
That if somebody were to look at it, they'd be like, this guy is cray.
Let me pull out my phone, pull up my Google. The last things I have Google searched.
Yes.
Oldest logo ever. Twinens pronunciation, because that is actually the oldest logo ever.
Is what?
It's not Twinings. That's why I had to get the pronunciation. It's Twinings. It's a
the tea?
Yeah, the tea company. Their logo was the longest ever. It's like 1797.
I love their tea.
Cardinals versus Dolphins and sports connections. I'm boring.
You are boring. I'd rather have trapeze and dog biscuits. All right. Finally, if you're going to be voting, Justin Timberlake learned the lesson back in 2016 that you cannot be in the booth voting and taking a selfie.
Why not?
It is against the law in many states.
Freedom of the press.
Not so much when you're in the voting booth, I guess.
I don't know if that's constitutional.
So if you want to take a selfie,
okay,
what you should do is take a selfie of yourself, obviously, with a little "I voted"
outside, in the car,
or walking around that says "I voted."
What's wrong with taking a picture inside the voting booth?
I don't know.
What are we trying to protect?
I don't know.
That's
not really
interesting.
sure.
I didn't know that was against the law.
So don't be doing that.
I won't. Now, you've already voted, right? You mailed in your ballot?
Nope.
Well, let me rephrase that. Your husband already voted for you, right? He mailed in your ballot?
I am not allowed to mail in any ballots.
You're going to the actual...
Yep.
Good.
Yes.
I think I am too. I like doing it.
Yes.
I think that it's part of the whole experience.
But you're right. Normally, Barry gets 2 votes. I sit there, we fill them out together. And then he's like, well, who should I vote for local council number 17? I'm like,
let me tell you about Gene. Gene is amazing.
And then what I always do, there's always that outlier, because he's always like, well, I don't know what to vote here. And I'm like, I'm writing myself in.
Only one? You only write yourself in for one?
That's it. So don't take a picture of yourself at all.
No.
And then, because then you don't have to post it. And then when we lose the election, we can blame you. It's like,
who's we?
I'm not saying anything. I'm not allowed to talk about politics.
I know you shut down one of my stories today because we're not allowed to. It wasn't political. It was technology.
Oh, bull. There's their PR machine at work.
It was laughable.
It was like stupid.
I'll just do it really quick. It's not political. It's the technology side. But one of the people running for vice president thought they were going to connect with young men by playing Madden on Twitch. No, you're not going to sway any vote. Oh my God, he plays Madden on Twitch.
No, he's cool.
Totally have to vote for him.
He's so
cool.
This is so great. And it wasn't Vance. Just
I left names out.
Okay, well, there's only 2.
Well, I left both of them out.
It was a 50-50 shot. It's Kim Komando today. It is a great podcast about all things digital. And I would be remiss to say how to get the Kim Komando show. Of course, you can listen to the Kim Komando show on, I don't know, thousands and thousands of radio stations across the United States.
All at once. Just get 1,000 radios in your house and just listen to every station all at once.
And in your favorite streaming app, you can search for Komando with a K.
Like the iHeartRadio app?
Yes. Or you could also get it... like Gary gets it in his Tesla on the Tuned In app.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. And Gary he sent a little audio podcast. Thank you, Gary, for that.
Is this so the nice. Gary I know?
No.
Oh, not Beta Gary, a different Gary.
Oh, no, not Beta
Gary.
But Beta Gary could probably be doing that too. Although he's like all into drones lately. Well, he has been for a while. But anyway, I digress. Wherever you get the Kim Komando show, where you get your podcast, just search for Kim Komando show.
Right.
And then you get that, of course, with a K, of course. That's Komando.
Now, when you always say search Komando in your favorite podcasting app, aren't both podcasts going to show up, Kim Komando Today and the Kim Komando Show?
Yes, so you should just get them all.
Oh, that's good. That's smart then.
And then you also get the Daily Tech Update.
Oh, there you go. That's 3 right there.
And the Daily Life Hack.
That's 4 subscribers
We
right
call
there.
it the Kim Komando Podcast Network.
Ooh, so fancy.
Fancy. All right.
Have you ever done this? Be honest. Now, I know, you fly private sometimes and you get upgraded, but in your entire life of flying, have you ever boarded a plane when your boarding group wasn't called yet?
Absolutely.
And do you feel
100%.
any guilt about it?
Not at all.
Okay, you can help me answer this then. Why do you want to get on a plane sooner?
Because this way I get first dibs on where I'm going to put my crap. And I don't have to have somebody fighting, say, well, look, and then like, is this your bag? Okay. And then, it's like a paper bag with all their little stuff in it. And they want to and it just takes up the whole thing. And so you're like, can I move this? And they're like, no, can't move it. I'm like, I'm moving it anyway.
Now, did you have any fear that you would get caught and not allowed to join?
No.
Well, now you will, because American Airlines is instituting a new system. If you jump the line and you try to get on, because I guess this is rampant. Like they shouldn't even have boarding groups because
they
so
have
many people cut the line.
Class group.
Right. But if you go up when they're boarding a plane and you're not in the right group, they have now instituted technology to make a sound. What year is this?
2024.
To make a sound that you're in the wrong boarding group, and they will publicly shame you and go back to the back of the line.
So like when you scan your boarding pass?
Correct.
It's going to go and make a sound?
I had Jeremy pull up, this is the actual sound that it will play when they scan your pass and you're in the wrong boarding group. You liar! That's what it's going to play right there. You're a liar. Now get to the back of the line. Actually, it's just going to be a beep. But they've instituted in 3 airports so far, Albuquerque, Tucson, and the third one I forgot. And
there's a little airport.
Yeah, well, they're testing it, so that makes sense. And they're saying so far it's working, that the fact that they are announcing to people, if you're in the wrong boarding group, your thing will buzz and we'll publicly shame you and make you go to the back of the line, is causing people not to cut the line. I've never done it.
Oh, really? I do it all the time.
I didn't know you could get away with it.
Oh.
I thought they would just say, you're in the wrong group. Please stand over there.
I don't wait in lines. I really don't. I mean, I don't do well in lines. No. I don't like lines. I think it's a complete waste of my time. I don't do lines.
So what are other ways you've circumvented lines with this extreme hatred for them? Okay,
here's a good one. In Hawaii, Barry's sons are there, and they've never been.
Okay.
So when you go to Hawaii, for the first time, you have to go to a luau.
Sure.
Okay. It's just part of the Hawaiian experience.
It's cool. It's fine.
Like, people dance and all this other
Right,
stuff.
but you want to put it on the bucket list. I've done that.
Yeah. You don't really want to do it more than once.
No. And they're so expensive now.
They are so expensive. And then plus, it's like, the food's like marginal.
Right. But you're there for the show.
And you got they always have like that, the pig sitting right there.
On the road, on the spit. What do they call it? The spit?
I don't know
where
what
they're turning it
and it's
around and around.
And they have that purple stuff that's just gross. But okay, but I lived there, Hawaii. I mean, I love Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I'm not really big on the luau's. But we have to go again for the experience. So I had made the reservations. It was late, so you have the stage, and then they have all the food, and then we're like in the back 40.
Okay.
And
not good for you.
No, because I don't like being in the back either.
Mm-hmm.
But I figured, we're in the back 40. And so they're calling all the tables up in the front. Okay. And there's like, there's like 14 people at this table, but
Right.
it's just me, Barry, and Ian and his two boys.
Wait a
It's
minute.
five
So
of us.
there's 5 of you at a table of 14.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
And you're at table, let's just say 60.
yes.
And they call table
One.
5. One.
Two.
One. You didn't even wait. The first one.
And so I see people go, and I'm like, I'm not going to be like last in the food line getting all the scraps. And so I'm like, come on, boys, we're going. Okay. And Barry's like, they didn't call our table. I'm like,
Right.
I don't care. They didn't call our table. I said, and so now we've got, 9 people or whatever sitting there looking at us.
Right.
Okay. Like three different families.
Right. There are 14 people at this table of 15 that want to do the right thing.
Yes.
And one that doesn't.
Okay. So I'm like, come on, we're going. And so we go up, we get our food, we come back.
No one said anything.
No. And so now the people at the table.
And they're at table 60.
Yeah,
It's
they're
going to be
like-
an hour till they eat.
They're like looking at us like going like, we're starving. And I'm like, one of the guys looks at me and is like, and with disdain and
I
says,
would have too.
I said, they didn't call our table. I said, they didn't call my table either. I said,
But I don't care. I'm above the law. I have
Mahalo.
4 podcasts.
mahalo. Okay. This is just the way it is.
You don't feel bad doing that?
No. Not at all.
I would feel so bad.
Why?
Because you're breaking the rules. There's order.
Okay.
You have rules here in this building. If someone breaks them, you punish them. Right?
I don't punish them.
Well, you know what I mean. There's consequences.
I just don't do lines. Don't do lines.
Unbelievable.
Okay. So I'll give you one
I
more
can't
line.
believe no one said anything to
I'll give you one more line.
Oh, this is one of many? You got 10,000 to choose from?
So I had a meet and greet with Justin Bieber. Okay.
Why? I'm like your niece.
Huh?
Was it your niece?
No.
Who wanted to meet Justin Bieber?
Nobody, but I got a meet and greet with Justin Bieber. And so I said to myself, I looked at Ian, I said, come on, we're going to see Justin Bieber. And Ian says, I'm not going to see Justin Bieber. That's a girl thing. And I'm
Right.
like, Ian, how many times in your life do you think you're going to have a meet and greet with Justin Bieber?
I could have 40 different ones. It wouldn't affect me at all. It's Justin Bieber. Who cares? But go ahead. Finish your story.
So I said, we'll just go and you have a little picture taken with them, and then we'll go have dinner, and then we'll see his
So
concert.
it's for the gram.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. That's all it was for. And so we're there in the meet and greet and waiting to get to see Justin Bieber
In a line.
in a line. And I said, come on, Ian. We're going to move up in the line a little bit. And there's only like 20, 30 people there. So we move up
There's
to,
only 20 people there. Why couldn't you wait in line? There's only 20 people.
because we were last.
It's only 20.
Okay, so here's what happens. So I mosey my way up into probably the 4th person
Okay.
in.
So you're cutting 16 people in line.
Exactly. And I'll just say her name is Jane.
Do you know this person?
I did not.
Okay.
And so she's about 20 years older than me.
Right.
And she's got like 4 girls. And by the way, Ian's like the only guy because
Well,
it's all girls.
Right. Because he's not a believer.
Yeah, exactly. Which was kind of weird because like older women were like, I'm a believer. I'm like, that's so weird to me. I'm like, you could be his mother. So I say to this woman, I said, hey, when we get the kids all settled in on their seats, you and me, why don't we go grab a cocktail? And she says to me, I know that voice. I said, I'm thinking like she's a Happy fan.
Right.
And I said, oh, great. And she goes, I hate you, Kim Commando.
Wow. Just because you cut the line, or this was a previous?
I said, I'm sorry. I said, that's a shocker. And she said, I don't like the way you treated my husband.
Oh no. What'd you do? Did
Okay.
you cut him in line too?
No. So I was buying a house in Hawaii. Okay, wait.
This is out of nowhere that you would run into this person.
Exactly. So I'm buying a house in Hawaii, and we are probably, I don't know, we're not very far apart. We're probably Hawaii prices.
Mm-hmm.
We're not that far apart, but we are far enough that
No one's budging.
yes. And so I said to my realtor, does he not know how to use DocuSign? Because we are still faxing, and this age, it's a pain in my butt because
Right.
now I gotta.
Are these all the counter offers back and forth?
And
Okay.
because he is not doing a DocuSign, so I've got to do a fax. I've actually got to pull it a PDF and sign it, and then get it through eFax and send.
Right.
I mean, it's just nutso. And she said, "Well," she said, "he's an older guy. He does not know how to use his phone. He has a Windows computer that's loaded with viruses." And I said, well, here's the deal. You tell him I'll buy him a phone, teach him how to use it, and I'll even buy him a MacBook. And I'll have dinner with him to kind of explain all this to him if he meets my price. And realtor, she laughs.
Why would that?
Because this is, I'd say it's probably a couple $100,000
Right.
apart.
Why would that's not even worth couple $100,000?
Okay. And so she comes back an hour later and says, he signed.
Wow. On a stone pilot with a hammer and nail?
Yes.
Is that how he signed it?
Okay. So he signs it. So, and then this was between me signing the deal with him. It was the Justin Bieber concert to me actually meeting him.
Oh, the Bieber concert's in the middle.
Yes.
You haven't fulfilled your buy you a phone,
No.
buy you an iMac, and teach you how to use it.
The wife is ticked
Well,
off.
you cost them hundreds of thousands of dollars.
She's mad at me. And so, but now we're friends.
So you cut her in line.
Yes.
That's not why she was mad.
No.
You cost her hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yes.
And now she likes you?
Yeah, now we're friends. I just went to to his 80th birthday party
All right.
not too long ago.
Well, maybe I'll start cutting people in lines. I'll find lifelong friends cutting people in line.
It is. It's like the strangest thing.
I would have so much anxiety if you were my mother. Oh my God. I couldn't do it.
Oh, I could never handle you as a son either. It's Kim Commando today, and we have a brand new segment that we are just so loving here. We just kicked it off, and it is insanely popular. It's where you can send us a voice memo, or I like what you said. It's like a voicemail.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like a voicemail. So you send us a voicemail with your question, and then we get to play it on the podcast. You get your answer, and, everybasty's all happy.
And we get to hear what you sound like. We get to hear your voice.
Yes. Okay. And so you want to send it to podcast, PODCAST, CASTS, @commando.com. Now, once again, I know that you like to, send me all your dissertations, but we really just want your voice.
It's really simple. You just say, here's my voice memo for you to use on the show, Kim. Thanks. And then when you start your voice memo, say, hi, my name is Sharon. I'm from Acapulco, and you cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars in a real estate deal. Here's my comment for you. That's how you do it. It's really easy.
I think it's interesting how you assumed the name Sharon. I mean, you could have been a guy.
You said it was a woman. I was using the example of the story you just told of the woman in line.
Oh, her name's not Sharon.
That was a callback.
Okay.
I don't know her name. If I did, I would protect it.
It's Karen. Okay, so here, let's listen to one.
All right.
I want to know why everyone pushes their app on you. What are they gaining? And what am I losing by downloading an app? Thank you.
Okay, let's talk about the positives. Okay, first of all, thank you, whoever you are.
Yeah, we don't know who you are.
Okay, we would really like to have your name.
And where you're from. Let's just make it up. For all the ones that don't do it, we'll just make it up. Her name is Beatrice.
She don't sound like a Beatrice.
All right, then give me a name. What does she sound like? She has a very smoky voice.
Here, let's listen to it again.
All right.
I want to know why everyone pushes their app on you. What are they gaining? And what am I losing by downloading an app? Thank you.
Nora?
Bonnie?
Bonnie.
Yeah, that's Bonnie.
That's a Bonnie.
That's Bonnie from Cleveland.
I don't think she's from Cleveland.
Oh my God. You don't have to argue every single one of them.
Bonnie in Dallas.
Dallas. I love Dallas. This was my second choice.
Okay. So she wants to know what she's giving up by downloading apps.
And obviously she's talking about the free apps.
Of course.
Because the majority of the apps, I would say, on the Apple Store or Google Play are free.
With in-app purchases.
Well, yeah, that's the catch. So one of the things I know they're definitely hoping is to get your eyeballs on their app so that they can push eyeballs on your app, on their app.
Eyeballs.
So they can push you to buy.
This Dallas accent coming out.
It's a Cleveland accent, actually. So you can buy things. Because when you get a free app, you're going to be inundated with offers to buy something, buy an upgrade, buy a subscription, whatever it is.
And anytime you're free, you're the product.
Correct. Another thing I know they're doing is they're going to show you ads. Most free apps, you click on one thing, you use it for 5 seconds, and an ad's going to pop up.
And they're also collecting all your data.
That's a big one.
And you probably didn't read the terms and conditions because nobody does. Okay. And they probably turned on your microphone and they're listening and they're tracking your location. And then they're selling that because see, when Facebook, like it's like a whole coincidence. Like, you're talking about something and then you get on Facebook and then you're like, how did they know I want to go hiking in Patagonia? And you're like, oh, because I was talking to my friend about it. And so Facebook is not listening. They're buying that data from somebody else.
If they're buying that data from someone else, that must be super fast transactions.
Oh, yes.
Because we've tested it before and we've just sat around a phone and said hot tub over and over and over again. And then 10 minutes later got on our Facebook feeds and our Instagram feeds, and there's an ad for a hot tub. That must be super fast that Facebook is buying this stuff.
Well, everything can happen so quickly. I mean, it's just as if you were to buy a stock. I mean, how fast that happens.
Okay.
And, and then like even the ads that appear on a web page, that's pre-bidder heading. I mean, all that.
Say that one again.
It's called pre-bidder heading.
Pre-bidder heading.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so like before ads pop up on a website, is that everybody's just saying, okay, I'll give you 3 cents. I'll give you 5 cents. I'll give you 7 cents. Okay. In that split second, like you might have 150 companies competing to have that ad in front of you.
Are you serious?
Yeah. But you don't even, there's no delay.
No. And it's that many companies based on who's logged into that computer, who they assume the user is at that exact moment. Because they never know for sure. If I handed you my phone, they would think it was me, not you using that browser.
And you'd be seeing like trapeze ads and dog biscuits. So,
is that it though? Is that all you're giving up when it comes to a free app?
And space on your phone, but
they don't care about that. They don't care about the space on your phone.
No, it's really just you're giving up privacy.
Okay.
And stuff in your phone. And so that's why you want to look at your app permissions every once in a while. Remove apps that you don't use, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Okay, we have another question. Now, this one's different. It's from a gentleman.
I just got a call from a chatbot requesting information about getting an appointment to see me tomorrow, period. It involved ADT and said that I had an older system of ADT, open parentheses, which I do, close parentheses, and that ADT would no longer service that system in the future, so it needed to upgrade my system for free, period. They requested to make an appointment with another person tomorrow and gave me 2 times, 10 a.m. and 3 p.m., period. After That and a slight pause, which I could not answer.
Slight pause.
They said, okay, we've got you down for
It goes on and on and on.
He didn't give his name. I'm going to go with Ernest.
I'm gonna say Florida.
Yeah, I was actually going to say Tallahassee.
Okay, no, I'm going Naples. I'm going to Naples.
I have no idea what he said because I could not stop focusing on he was reading all the punctuation.
Open parentheses, close parentheses.
Was there a question in there?
There's at the end. He wants to know. At the end, it goes on for a little bit.
Okay.
Well, back in...
What are you doing? Exclamation point.
Back in 1987, when he had his first security system.
Okay. Ernest.
No, he was... So somebody made an appointment. It turns out it was a scam.
Oh, okay.
So,
if I was a scammer, I would not have the patience to communicate with him, so he'd be totally safe from me stealing any of his money.
It's like Morse code.
The joke was supposed to be, what is this, Morse code?
Oh.
Come on. If you're going to steal my jokes that I tell you before the show, steal them right, please.
Oh, gosh. Oh.
We'll be right back, period.
It's Kim Commando today. We are so glad that you're here. Don't forget to like, comment, share, follow. I mean, just leave a nice word or two.
Yeah, just say hi. Or say you don't want me here anymore. It still tricks the algorithm into thinking you're paying attention. So I am totally fine with that.
Exclamation point.
I hate Andrew. Exclamation point.
Oh, poor Ernest.
Poor Ernest.
Okay. And see, here's the thing. If you do send us to podcasts@commando.com, it's kind of tough. Because we can make fun of you.
Mm-hmm. It's true. It's like it's the Wild Wild West. But give it a shot. Yeah. Just say your name, though. I don't know. It's kind of fun making up their name. But we want to know who you are. All right. Disney.
Yes.
They're moving into the world of AI when it comes to the theme parks.
Really?
Yeah. They're working on a bunch of different things like 3D interactive AI worlds and all. But there's one thing that I want to focus on. So right now, when you go into Disneyland, you scan your ticket.
Okay.
And they know who it is. Kim Commando is just... enter Disneyland. We know she's going to cut all the lines. And they'll follow you around the park with the cameras. Okay. So you walk into the store and you make a purchase. Oh, we know she spent money there. You walk into another store and you don't buy something. They also know that. We know that she was there and we don't have a credit card transaction, so she didn't buy anything here. So maybe we need to move this store to the other side of the park where they do all their research and development tracking the people in the park. But they are upping their technology when it comes to tracking thanks to AI. Not only are they going to track where you're going, they're going to record you. They're going to use facial recognition software to look at your reactions.
Oh my gosh, you're kidding.
They want to know when you get off the teacups, how are you reacting with your honest and true facial expression?
The teacups, I'm probably barfing.
That's just one of the examples. But I think it's like they could get rid of focus groups. They don't need to sit a bunch of old people in a room and say, what do you think of our new logo? Because they will have real-time information that is cataloged by AI based on your true facial expressions. And I think that is brilliant.
It is brilliant.
Now, the big problem is a lot of people think this is intrusive. They don't want to be tracked when they're there. And they don't want all their facial expressions and conversations analyzed. Is it? Is it too intrusive?
Well, I think I understand why people would be upset about it.
Sure.
Especially people who are like, come over here, little Johnny.
Right. Yelled at kid, 8:10 p.m. Yelled at kid, 8:12 p.m. Very unhappy,
yes.
8:14 p.m.
Not at the happiest place on earth. No, not at all.
But if it's going to improve the park, well, first of all, you're in their world, right?
Yes.
I mean, it's their park. You should have an expectation that if you're on the corner of 7th Street and Camelback here in Phoenix, you're being filmed. If you're in downtown Disneyland, you're being filmed. But if it is going to be used to actually improve the park, now, obviously, they're going to use it to make more money. I mean, that's their job, their business. But if they're going to say, well, all these people are getting off of this attraction and they're upset, they're going to change and upgrade the attraction because they want you to be happy.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
I think it's a great idea. If you were not doing what you were doing, would you work at Disney?
In what part?
I don't know. What would you do at Disney?
I mean, am I going to make the same money?
Yeah.
Okay, so money aside. Yeah, I wouldn't mind being in one of, what do they call them? Imagineers?
Yeah, the Imagineers.
Well, what do they call the crew members? The cast.
The cast.
I'd be part of a cast too. I think it looks like a pretty fun job.
I want to be like, maybe because I've been sailing my boat over the last week.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a little boat. It's only a 20-foot sailboat.
That's all?
Well, it's really not.
I have a no-foot sailboat.
Okay.
So you got me beat by 20 feet.
Okay, you're right. Okay, there is that. There is that. But I was thinking, like, I would be like the Jungle Cruise skipper.
Do they still have that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would love to do that. I mean, so you're like, because then I could like be at the front and say like,
Is that one where they do the comedy routine?
I don't know. Do they have canned jokes for the?
Oh yeah, they're like the cheesiest pre-written. I mean, you would fit in perfectly. It's exactly what you do on the show. Cheesy, horrible pre-written jokes with poor delivery.
That is not true. Here, let me try.
Oh, got one prepared.
Okay, let me try. Try. This is the Jungle Cruise. And look, there's the piranhas. And we're going to catch the piranhas for some piranha lasagna.
Yeah.
Okay. No. Oh, wait.
This is
okay.
a perfect application.
Okay. And then there's the giraffes.
Mm-hmm.
And look, there's the elephants. The elephants with the hippos eating churros. and their backpacks.
What is this hand gesture?
I'm like,
Look, it's all the people. Look, I'm signifying lots of things by closing my hands and then pushing them out and opening them.
yes,
Every time. Every word.
because I'm so giving. I just want everything to be there.
Just stick to broadcasting.
Could do the Jungle Cruise.
Just stay right here.
This program is a copyrighted production of Westar Multimedia Entertainment and protected by the copyright laws. Any rebroadcast or use of this program for commercial, business, economic, or financial purposes without the written permission of Westar Multimedia Entertainment is strictly prohibited.